It is May. Happy May. We are here again for Movement May. And this year I want to introduce you to some sensual movement that is a little more something that you can do every single day. What we're going to be building here is our movement ritual. This wellness ritual that we can come to at any time for any reason, and it only takes 15 minutes. I was talking to a friend of mine and we were having a conversation about actually taking the time to do the things that we know are good for us, and how showing up is often the hardest part in any establishing of routines, right? Like, we can want to do something and we can have this like motivation to do something, but it really boils down to the discipline. It really boils down to the showing up. And I like to liken this movement and breath work to something like a medicine. Now, this is a holistic medicine, right? It's not a magic pill popping, but it's something that needs to be done regularly and routinely, right? In the same way, if you had a specific medicine that you needed for a specific illness or ailment or dis-ease or discomfort, you would take it every 4 to 6 hours for 7 days. You would take it once a day for the rest of your life. You would take it, whatever the allotted amount of medication that you're supposed to take. And so I feel like it should be the same way with our wellness rituals. It's really easy to fall off. It's really easy to also think that because something as simple as 15 minutes a day of moving and breathing is so simple, it's easy to disregard. It's easy to not show up. And I feel like this is also about making promises to ourselves. How many times have you ever maybe thought that you were going to start eating better, or maybe decided that you were going to start a exercise regimen, or maybe you were going to start reading, or maybe you were going to start studying, or whatever it is, right? Like you made this decision that you wanted to do something, and then 3 Mondays go by and you're like, okay, I'm going to start the next Monday. What becomes so hard about us showing up? So that is what this is for. Movement May last year was really beautiful. We did one body movement that was sensual movement a day, and I had a lot of people jump on board. We had a really good time with that. So again, we are establishing a movement ritual for the month of May. And so what we're gonna do today is learn the very basic and beginning part of this movement sequence. And we're actually gonna work with this same movement sequence, maybe just adding a little bit to it as we go, but we're gonna work with the same set of movements, and we're gonna do it all month. And this is really to show you just how beautiful and how literally powerful, if you let it, settling into and getting confident with moving your body in this way can really make a difference in 30 days, 31 days in this case. So today, this is all about settling in. The intention I want you to have with this is just settling in. We're gonna go through a series of stretches, movements, and breath, and it's really simple. We're here seated. If you can't sit on the ground for any reason, you can sit on a bed. If you need pillows to get comfortable, go ahead and allow yourself to do so. Some of this stuff you can do in a chair, but I want you to really ground in. Okay, we're working with getting present and in the moment. And so you can move the fleshy parts of your butt out of the way if you need to root down. You want to feel your sits bones rooted down, pressing down into your foundation, into your earth, into your support. And I want you to just start to settle in with the breath. And so just settling in just means start paying attention to your breath. We're going to give our attention over to our breathing. So just checking in, and you don't have to change anything about how you're breathing yet. Don't try to change it up. I actually want you to just be in observance of what you're even breathing like. Where is your breath at this current moment as you turn a intentional and a very conscious and a very aware look over to what is going on. And so that's going to be the first thing we're going to do, is we're just going to take that first minute to kind of count and observe the breath. And so every time you breathe, if you need to use a finger, just counting through those breaths. And then we just observe like how we're breathing, right? Are we breathing very quickly? Are we breathing really shallow? Is it stemming only from the chest or even the clavicle, like the shoulders? Are the shoulders moving when you breathe? Is it the chest that's rising and falling when you breathe? Or are you extending that breath deep into the belly? Are you getting these big belly raises when you breathe? We check in with, are you breathing through your nose or are you breathing through your mouth right now? So just simply plugging in and checking in with that. And so after that, we want to see how many breaths you took in that 1 minute. And just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. And so sitting up nice and tall and straight, we're going to go ahead and deepen that breath now. So deepening the breath, you can bring the hands to the belly, or you can even bring the hands right to the outsides of the rib cage. And so we want to breathe and we want to allow that breath to travel deep down into the belly. So nice diaphragmatic breaths, okay? We want the belly to be rising and expanding as we breathe. And you want to actually feel that expansion, not just through the belly, but you want to feel that expansion out here too. So breathing in, belly should go out first. And then you should begin to feel the hand sort of expand out as the rib cage opens up. And that's exactly what you want to feel. And then we'll exhale that out through the nose. And breathe in again. And so here we're just slowing the breath down. And this is going to be your pace, your breath. So I'm not going to count here. We just want to start every time that we come and sit down here for this movement with some deep belly breaths to just settle us in. And if your arms are getting uncomfortable, you can just let them relax. But we want to just be mindful that we're still breathing into the belly. So taking just deep breaths. So slowing the breath down. Nice and rhythmic, nice and slow. And just letting go of the day. Letting go of what just happened a few minutes ago before you clicked on this video. What you have to do in the next few minutes when you get done. As you breathe in and breathe out. This is your 15 minutes. This is your time to regulate. And you can lower your gaze or close your eyes. Relaxing the face. And so we're going to begin to move just a little bit. We're going to incorporate some movement. This is Movement May. We are moving. And so we're going to drop the chin down to the chest. So as you exhale, you're going to bring your chin down to the chest. And then as you inhale, so letting your breath guide the movement, as you inhale, we're going to take a round of head circles. So we're going to do that to the left first. So we'll inhale, start to circle the head. And you don't want to tip your neck all the way back. So we're just actually going to draw a circle with the nose. So you don't have to let your neck crank back and fall back. But nice and slow, we're going to come all the way around. And then as you exhale, we're coming down now on an exhale. And we'll do that again, sending it through, moving with the breath. Inhale. And then exhale as you come down. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. We'll inhale. And you can kind of inhale nice and slow. And if I'm moving exceptionally too slow, exhale, bring it down. And so two things become clear here. One, we're trying to slow down. And so just moving with the breath. If you need to breathe 2 times to get your head up to the top, that's fine. And then begin and exhale to come down. And if you need to breathe in again here and then exhale, that's fine too. And then we're going to take the shoulders and we're going to loop them up toward the ears and we're going to roll them back and down. And again, this is really slow. This is our sensual movement. This is slow, fluid movement that allows you to really feel into the body, to really sink into the body, and to really open the body up, right? This is about letting breath, like letting light into the body, opening up spaces that could be tight, that could be holding tension, that could feel crunchy, that could need a little extra love and attention. And so we'll send those shoulder rolls. Are we going forward? We'll send those shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. I think were we going back or forward? Whichever way we were going, we'll shift it in the opposite direction. So nice and slow, up toward the ears, and then as you exhale, lower down. So inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down. And so we're going to take the right palm, and we're going to plant it out to our right side. And we're going to take the left hand, and we're just going to take it up and over. So I really want you to reach and extend through your fingertips, really open up your body. And we're going to open up the side body, right? We want to open up the chest. And we'll take a few deep breaths here. So allowing that breath or allowing the light to come in. And make sure you're not collapsing and falling down into your body, but really open up through that chest and try to get your top arm over your ear. And then we're going to take the fingertips and bringing a little sense of physical touch. We're going to bring the fingertips to the top of the head. And then we're going to trace all the way down. So using your fingertips pressed against your skin, leading whatever path your fingertips desire or decide to go. I want you to travel all the way down, nice and slow. And we're using our breath here, keeping the breath nice and slow. So inhale, exhale. And then we're going to come up, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We want to move through this nice and slow. Move with the breath. So we'll inhale, exhale. Inhale, if you can come a little further over, you can do that on the inhale. And then we'll bring those fingertips to the top of the head. Continuing with a deep inhale and a deep exhale. I want you to just trace your skin, and then you can be really observant here too, right? Like this is a chance and an opportunity to come into the feeling body. What sensations are happening in the body? What do your fingertips feel like on your skin? Where in this stretch might you feel tension or tightness, or is it like that good hurt that you feel when you've stretched a spot that you haven't stretched? We should never feel pain in this. And on your next inhale, we'll press it up. And so bringing the hands here, we're going to fall back a little bit, and we'll stretch back, leaning back, and then we'll pull it up and through. So inhale, the chest open, and then we exhale, let all the air out, rounding the belly, scooping the belly, rounding the back. And inhale, come forward. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, forward. Exhale back. We're going to send the chest in a circle. So we'll start some circling. And so we're moving the chest. Inhale always as the chest opens and expands and comes forward. And then we'll come around the back. So scooping the belly, we're going to exhale. Inhale. We want to try to keep our legs down, or try to keep your sit bone rooted here. So we don't want to be lifting up off of the mat. You want to try to stay on the mat. So it takes a little core to move you around. So a little core activation, inhaling as the chest comes forward, exhaling as you come back. And then without stopping, we'll take it in the opposite direction. So on your exhale, we'll drop back. Inhale, pull forward. Good. Exhale, drop back. Inhale, pull forward. Good. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. Interlace the fingers, press out. Drop your shoulders down, away from the ears. And we'll do gentle twist to the right. And inhale, gentle twist to the left. And we're going to exhale down. And we'll come back into a head circle. Opposite direction. And so last but not least, we will always end in a resting pose. And so we'll come down flat onto your back, and you can get there by way of however feels the most comfortable for you, and I will meet you there. And so here I encourage you to get comfortable. You can extend the feet out long in front of you. And you can bring the palms to the belly if you want, or you can just place the palms right out to your side. And you can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And we'll slow the breath back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. That's it, just like that. 15 minutes is already up, and I bet you want to keep going. Let me know how that felt for you in the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2 of Regulate, and have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day.